From the Lineweaver Wealth Watch Center, this is the Financial Quarterback.
I'm David Moss from Fox 8 Cleveland, guest hosting the Financial Quarterback.
And I'm Jim Lineweaver, your financial quarterback since 1993.
You know, it seems like people have been calling for a recession every year since the last one, 2008. Indicators are going one way, economists are going another way, and it just seems like people are confused. But at the end of our show, we'll talk about a limited time educational seminar. Jim's hosting that, and he'll take a deeper look into this topic, and a whole lot more importantly, he'll answer your specific questions.
That's right, Dave. And it makes sense that people are worried about a possible recession. No one wants a repeat of 2008, but there are several recession indicators that we can look at to give us a better understanding of what we might be able to expect later this year.
So what are some of those indicators?
Well, for instance, what we'd like to look at is a Treasury bond yield curve, GDP, how the labor market's doing, and credit lines and other indicators. So if you were to Google recession indicators, it can become overwhelmingly very quickly.
Okay, so I've Googled my health symptoms before, and I know that that's not a very good thing. I learned a long time ago, just go to the doctor. So I guess it's the same way with your money and your wealth. I think I'll just stick with your team and what you guys can teach me. And what are the professionals watching for right now?
Well, one of the first things you look at is the tools that come out of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. So what it does is it looks at the Treasury bond yield curve, which typically slopes up and to the right. But that's not what it's doing right now. So the New York Fed's recession probability indicator clearly shows some distress. So it shows that the spread between the 10-year and the 3-month bond widening to levels not even seen in 4 decades.
Wow, so it's worth noting that while every U.S. recession since World War II has been preceded by a Treasury bond yield curve inversion, not every inversion has been followed by a recession.
It's a kind of a tongue twister.
Yeah.
But now let's look at the Federal Reserve. Over the past year, the Fed has raised rates, these short-term indicators, if you will, 10 times. And the Fed rate hike cycles have led to recession 91% of the time over the last 60 years. So however, another indicator is the labor market. And if you're paying attention to this news here, the labor market's really been healthy for the last several years.
Big question. So are we in for a recession or aren't we?
So it turns out there's a case for both. We actually have a panel of 4 professionals to discuss wealth planning from every angle: financial, tax, legal, and insurance. We're going to discuss these and other strategies to help you outpace inflation and help preserve and protect your wealth for the challenges ahead. So join us to learn how to identify the basic steps to protect your portfolio from a possible recession, why 10 of the last 11 federal rate hike cycles ended in a recession, and how to avoid 3 common mistakes in managing your retirement income, and much more.
Okay, so join Jim and his team for a complimentary dinner at Lockkeepers. And remember, it's May 30th and June 1st at 5:30 in Valley View. And seating is limited, and it's going to fill up quickly, so call us today or visit lineweaver.net to reserve your seat now. So here's Fox News Sunday.